Thank you. Hello and welcome to a special day on Countdown, the final of the 22nd series of Countdown. Now, can you remember where you were at 4:45 p.m. on November the 2nd, 1982? You can't? Well, I can remember where I was in this very studio saying hello and welcome to the Channel 4 viewers, the very first programme on Channel 4 and of course the very first edition of Countdown. That was 9 years and 1,200 programmes ago, and we're still here going strong. And you would have thought that after all that time we'd find it difficult to find contestants throughout this land of ours of the high quality that we require. But the standard gets higher and higher and higher with each series, as you'll find out now when you meet our finalists for this series, Robert Chewton and Chris Waddington. You know them well, of course, but I'll just refresh you with their details. Robert Chewton, another great game yesterday. Robert's from Horfield in Bristol. He made it through to today's final, defeating number 7 seed Jim Saunders by 54 points to 43. Now, he'd won 5 games in the series proper, and his quarter-final was a good win, and that gave him a total of 444 points from 8 games. And that gave him the second highest average of the series, 55.6. So he's our number 3 seed, Robert Chewton. And Chris Waddington. Chris is the number 1 seed, senior cost clerk from Loughborough. His track record leading up to the final is one of those remarkable ones, a classic Countdown track record. 10 victories out of 10, totally undefeated, culminating in a marvellous semi-final win over David Webb by 60 points to 56. His total points over his 10 games, the total is 582, an average of 58.2, and that's the highest of the series. So a worthy number 1 seed, Chris Waddington. Thank you. Well, as you know, on these occasions, our final, a special day, the game is longer. We've got 8 letters games, we've got 4 numbers games, and we've got 2 conundrums. The winner, of course, will receive this marvellous prize, the 20-volume, gold embossed, leather-bound, complete set of the Oxford English Dictionary. And they'll also get the keys to a furniture van to take them home as well. The runner-up gets a cheque for £250, and both of them, I'm delighted to say, will be invited to compete in a future Championship of Champions. So lots to play for, and once again we wish them both the very best of luck. Now, all our finals are a bit of a special day, and we like to put on airs and graces. In this particular case, we're putting on Ayres and Jarvis. We have, of course, Martin Jarvis back with us again, who's been with us for the last 3 weeks and doing so well. And he's brought with him a lady, an actress, a distinguished actress called Rosalind Ayres, who I'm delighted to say happened to be Mrs. Martin Jarvis. Welcome to Rosalind and Martin.
Hello, I'm very honoured to be here. Now I know what Martin's been up to for the last 3 weeks. I'd like to wish the contestants huge luck and a little word of encouragement from William Edward Hickson. "'Tis a lesson you should heed, try, try again. If at first you don't succeed, try, try again."
Ah, yes, but of course there was W.C. Fields who said, "If at first you don't succeed, try, try again. Then quit, no use being a damn fool about it." But it is great to be here, and particularly with Ros. We have words at home. Why shouldn't we have words on Countdown in the final? And I think I'll leave it to Ros to introduce the 3rd member of our trio.
Yes, there are a lot of ladies out there who certainly wouldn't mind playing Delilah to this Samson. Richard Sampson, our guardian of the dictionary.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody.
Well, of course, we love our introductions on this programme. It always befalls me the pleasant task of introducing Carol Vorderman, and I will do so with great pleasure today. For those of you, by the way, with colour TV sets, Carol is the one wearing black and white. Here she is. Okay, so we're all set. The stage is set for this final. As I say, more rounds, so slightly different order, but don't worry, Robert and Chris, I'll guide you through each round. The first game is a letters game, and it's Robert's choice.
Start with a vowel, please, Carol.
All right, we start then with U.
And another vowel.
Another vowel. I.
And another vowel.
And E.
Consonant, please.
M.
Another consonant.
G.
Another consonant.
S.
Another consonant.
D.
And one more consonant.
Another one, Robert. L.
And a vowel.
All right. And A.
Thanks very much indeed. Let's start the countdown. Right, so Robert, how many?
6.
6. Chris?
And 6.
And 6. Chris is 6.
Gleams.
Smiled.
And smiled. Gleamed, smiled, yes. Good. A gleaming smile there from both of these chaps with 6 points. And there's Carol smiling away with smiled 6 and 6. Now then, the
Very nice
Jarvis's.
words, I think. Have you got something there?
Yep. I think for 7, there's mileages.
And I see we could also have mislead. Mislead
Indeed.
for
Yeah.
7.
Okay, mislead for 7 is also there. Okay, well, we're quite happy with 6, so let's now go on to a letters game, and it's Chris's turn for letters.
Consonant, please, Carol.
T.
And another.
And another one. P.
And another.
S.
Vowel, please.
E.
Another vowel, please.
I.
And one more.
One more. That's E.
Consonant, please.
N.
Consonant.
R.
And another consonant,
And
please.
another one. And D.
Thank you. Counting down from now. Yes, Chris.
8.
Chris says 8, and Robert says
8.
both on 8. Well, let's hear Robert's 8.
Sprinted.
Sprinted, yes. Sprinted for 8. Chris?
Pretends.
And pretends. Sprinted, pretends there. That's good. So 2 8-letter ones there. That's sprinted. And also pretends. Yep.
Well, it's a bit much when I pretend to do well in this game. My brain sprinted, and the wife comes up with a 9er.
I hope, president.
Brilliant.
Yep, quite brilliant. President, for 9.
President. Yes, there it is in all its glory. President. Well done. Okay, well, that's excellent. The lights flash when we get a 9-letter word. Had our contestants got it, of course, that would have been 18 points. Nevertheless, they did very well getting an 8-letter one. So 14 and 14. Now it's round 3. In this case, it's a numbers game, and it's Chris's numbers, please.
Usual, please, Carol.
All right. 1 from the top and 5 from the bottom.
That's right.
I remember this time. 9, 7, another 9, 2, 8 and 50. Interesting. And the target is 253.
Okay, 253. 30 seconds to get that starting now. So 253, Chris.
251.
251, that's 2 away. Robert?
251.
All right, let's hear Robert's 251.
7 minus 2 is 5.
That's a good start, isn't it? 7 minus 2, that's 5.
Times the 50.
5 50s, okay. 5 50s, that's
250.
250.
And 9 minus 8 is 1.
9 minus the 8, yes, that gives you 1. Add that on, 251.
Okay, well, that's the 7 points there. Chris?
Yes, I've done the same apart from, for some reason I said 9 divided by 9 is 1 to get the 1.
Oh, well. Very clever, though. Very clever.
All right, well, no harm done, really. You both got the same total. You both got 9 points, but one of you could have got 10 if you'd gone the Vorderman way.
Yes, 7 points apiece. And if you'd said 8 multiplied by one of the 9s is 72, add that on to the 50, you get 122. Multiply that by 2, you get 244. And you are left with another 9. So add that on to get 253.
Okay, well, now in round 4, it's back to the letters, and this time it's the choice of Robert for letters, please.
Vowel, please, Carol.
All right. A,
Another vowel.
E,
And another vowel.
and another one. O,
Consonant, please.
W,
And another consonant.
H,
And another one.
S,
One more consonant.
one more consonant, P,
Another consonant.
N,
And a vowel.
and a vowel. Right. And E.
Right, the countdown starts now. Yes, Robert.
7.
7, good. Chris?
7.
Chris is 7.
Weapons.
Weapons for 7. Robert?
And weapons.
Weapons. Yeah.
And we have the same weapons.
Yes.
We can't, it's a tricky set of letters. That's all we can see. in
Yep.
it.
Well, not bad. Very good. Weapons. Okay. Well, we now have got 4 rounds done. The 5th round is another letters game, and it's Chris's choice.
Consonant, please, Carol.
C,
And another.
R,
And one more.
and one more consonant. That's S.
Vowel, please.
A,
And another.
I,
And one more.
E,
Consonant, please.
D,
Consonant.
L,
And another consonant,
and
please.
another consonant, and Y.
Counting down from now. Now then, Chris, how'd you do on this?
8.
There's an 8. Okay, Chris got an 8. Robert?
8.
8, right. Let's have Robert's 8.
Decryals.
Just spell that, please.
Decryals.
Decryals. Decryals. Well, that's got Richard Sampson leaping through the book. So while he looks at that, we'll ask you, Chris, what you've got.
I've got sacredly.
And sacredly. Martin's nodding at sacredly. Well, let's just look at sacredly first, see if we can accept that.
I'm sure sacredly is all right.
Right.
Well, first of all, I'm afraid I can't allow decryals. The verb decry is in, but it doesn't take any noun apart from decrier, somebody who does decry. So I'm afraid I can't allow decryals.
Bad luck.
I shall whiz across the dictionary now to sacredly, which I'm rather more optimistic about.
And also radicals, I'm sure, is all right. Aren't they something to do with
Roots.
plants? Yes, roots.
From radix, a root, perhaps.
Also, we're all
Radical
radical here, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes, sacredly is in the dictionary.
Okay,
Sacredly is fine.
so points there for Chris, 36-28. Now, Robert, it's a numbers game, please.
One from the top row, please, Carol.
One from the
and
top.
Any 5 small ones.
All right then. Let's go down this side. Change. We have 7, 5, 2, 9, 3 and 75. Nicer choice than before, I think. And the target this time is 371.
Yes, the second numbers game is 371. Here we go. So 371, Robert.
371.
Good. Chris.
371.
Okay, good lad. Let's have 371 from Chris.
3 plus 2 is 5.
Yes, 3 plus 2, that gives you 5.
Times 75.
Yep. It's 375.
9 minus 5 is 4.
And take that away
Yeah.
to give 371.
Good. You're 10 points in the bag, Robert.
Only one slight difference. I did 7 minus 2 for the 5.
Yeah, 7 minus 2 gives you this 5 up here.
Yeah.
Yep, same thing, really.
Okay, well done, you two. 10 points for both. Well, now we're approaching the break, and we have 2 conundrums in the final, so we come to our first conundrum. So, as we say, fingers on the button, eyes on the screen. Please now reveal the first countdown conundrum. Now, the buzz of Chris says,
Bloodshot.
Bloodshots. Yes, Bloodshot, we say aye to that, and that is another 10 points for Chris there to end the half with 56 and Robert on 38. Very close game, still another 7 more rounds to go. That's after the break, but before the break, delighted to welcome Mr. and Mrs. Martin Jarvis.
Yes, well, Mr. and Mrs. Martin Jarvis. We don't often work together, Ros and I. Last year we did work together in the West End in the Play Exchange. Before that, we were sent a script. And the director said, we would very much like you, Ros and Martin, to work together because it is playing a married couple. And I think it would be so much more natural if a married couple, you know, used to each other, could play. And we opened the script, and what was the first stage direction we saw in the script?
She attacks him with the bread knife.
So,
Home, really.
oh, home from home, yeah. So, Ros, what is love?
The quest,
What is marriage?
the conquest,
And what is divorce?
the inquest. Martin,
Yeah.
what's your definition of bigamy?
Having one wife too many,
Monogamy?
that's just the same thing.
Now, my definition of a man is someone who's designed to walk 3 miles in the pouring rain to call for help when the car breaks down.
Yeah, and a woman is someone who's designed to say, you took your time when you get back.
Well done. Well done, quite a double act there. If you happen to miss the beginning, I'll just tell you what the position is. Robert Chewton is here. He's our number 3 seed. He's on 38 points. And Chris Waddington is also here. He's our number 1 seed. He's on 56 points. And in a rather delightfully crowded dictionary corner, we have Martin Jarvis back with his wife, the actress Rosalind Ayres. So we're delighted to see this double act there doing so well. So doing well here, this side of the house, the main people who are the most important people, Robert Chewton and Chris Waddington. So let's now start round 8, because we have 14 rounds, round 8 with a letters game from you, Chris.
Consonant, please, Carol.
M,
And another.
another one. L,
And one more.
S,
A vowel, please.
A,
And another.
what's this one. I.
And one more.
One more. E.
Consonant, please.
R.
Consonant.
N.
And a consonant, please.
And another consonant. And G.
Thank you very much indeed. The countdown starts now. Yes, Chris.
6.
6. Looks a bit hesitant there. We'll find out why in a sec. Robert?
9.
9. Wow, this is magic. A magic word on the final when you hear the word 9. We'll just look at the 6, Chris, please.
Gleams.
Gleams.
Again.
Well, the gleams, it's a 6, but now a 9 coming up. Robert?
Malingers.
Malingers. Thumbs up from Simon. There it is. Well, goodness gracious me, that's done amazing things for Robert's position, because with 18 points, he's exactly now level with Chris, 56 and 56. Well done.
Well done.
So now we go to a letters game, and it's Robert's choice.
Vowel, please, Carol.
A.
Another vowel.
Another vowel. E.
And another vowel.
O.
Consonant.
S.
Another consonant.
Q.
Another consonant.
Always has to make an appearance, that one. T.
Another consonant.
P.
Another consonant.
S.
And another consonant.
And another consonant. Right. And M.
Thank you. Counting down from now. All right, Robert.
6.
6. Chris?
And 6.
And 6. Robert, 6 is
Stamps.
stamps. Yeah, stamps. And yours?
And stomps.
And, sorry?
Stomps.
Stomps. Stamps and stomps we've got for 6. Martin and Roz?
What have you got?
Yeah. Well, if you've got too many stamps on your letter and you want to save them, you could steams them off.
And then you could paste them down.
Yeah.
This is getting a bit too intellectual for me.
But we can't do any better than...
Yeah, it's
No.
all the
Yeah.
6s.
Well,
Sixes.
steams and what? Posts.
Pastes.
Pastes.
Pastes, steams, stamps and stomps.
All right. Good. Well, good round. No harm done. 62 and 62. Round 10 is a numbers game. It's Robert's choice, please.
One from the top row, please, Carol.
Just one from the top
And the 5 small ones.
and 5 small ones. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The numbers then are 7, 9, 2, another 2, a little 3, a very large 100. And the target is 672.
Yeah, 672. 30 seconds to get that starting now. Uh, 672, Robert, please.
672.
Good. And Chris?
672.
Right. Chris, please.
100
100
minus 2
98
minus 2
is 96,
times 7.
is 672.
Robert?
Exactly the same
Exactly
way.
the same. Well, good. '72 and 72. 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds to go. Round 11 it is. Letters game. Chris, please.
Consonant, please, Carol.
D.
And another.
And another one. F.
And one more.
That's G.
And a vowel, please.
Vowel, Chris, that's A.
And another.
E.
And one more.
I.
And consonant, please.
R.
And another.
T.
And one more, please.
One more. And that's J.
And the countdown for this one starts now. Yes, Chris.
7.
7 from Chris. Robert?
8.
8. Right here, the 7, please.
Frigate.
And the 8 is
Driftage.
driftage.
Oh, I hope that's in. It's brilliant if it's
Yeah.
in.
Yes, driftage is absolutely fine.
Well done.
Brilliant.
Let's just show us. Put the pen cam on it. We
Oh,
haven't had
yes.
the pen cam on this final yet. Let's have a look at driftage. Good word.
There you go.
Driftage.
Driftage.
Oh, no.
Movement of
No,
Movement of-
it doesn't mean movement of cattle. That means it's from the Old English word trift, which is movement of cattle. Driftage is what drifts with the tide.
Oh, right.
Great.
What? That's a good word. Okay, driftage is there for 8. Now then, Martin.
Yes, well, we obviously we didn't get that. We grafted away. We grafted away for 7, grafted, and we got frigate. But driftage is brilliant.
Okay, resolve the deadlock to a certain extent. 80 points and 72. 3 rounds to go. The last letters game. The last letters game of this series. And it is the choice of Robert Tewton.
Vowel, please, Carol.
A.
Another vowel
Another one, Robert. E.
and another vowel.
That's A.
Consonant, please.
C.
Another consonant.
K.
Another consonant.
S.
And another consonant.
T.
Another consonant.
Y.
And another consonant.
All right. G.
And counting down on this from now. Yes, Robert.
7.
7, Chris.
Just 6.
6, please, is
Casket.
casket. Casket. And the 7 is
Try another age word. Caskage.
cascage. Well, it worked last time. What about this one? Cascage. Martin.
I hope it's in. Casket's great. Another Shakespearean word, perhaps. There's an agate stone on the forefinger of a burgomaster. So presumably there's plural agates.
Yes, agates is fine. Caskage, I'm afraid I can't find it. We have cask and casket, but nothing in between, I'm afraid, Robert. So I can't
Worth a
allow that.
try there.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, so just to remind us what you had, Chris. It was
Casket.
casket for 6. Right. Okay, good. Well, look at this. 2 points between them, 80 and 78 now. And it's the numbers game, the final numbers game, and it's Chris's numbers game.
The usual, please, Carol.
All right. 1 from the top. Is this what you say at your local?
Yes, that's right, yes.
5 scotches from the bottom. All right. We have 8, 7, 10, 1, 5 and 50. And the target for the last time in the final is a disappointing target of 150.
Yes. Okay, 150. Here we go then. We've got to go with it. Here we go. Well, it's 150. Chris?
Yes, 150.
Yeah, Robert?
150.
Take us through it then, Chris.
Yeah. It's one of these I think I could say you could do this.
I wouldn't be too sure, but I'll do a 10 minus 7 is 3.
10 minus 7 is 3.
Times the 50.
Is...
150.
Hooray!
You got it the same way, Robert?
No.
Ah! Go on then.
Seeing as it's the final, I thought I'd try something different.
Oh, go on.
50 divided by 5 is 10.
Heck. 50 divided by 5 is 10.
8 plus 7 is 15.
Yep.
And multiply them together.
Well done, 150, yes.
Well, okay, good humour reigns, but tension, I'm afraid, is still here because there's 90 and it's 88. So giant scores. That never has it been as close as this, or indeed the scores has been as high for both of them. So now we come to the last conundrum, which will sort it all out once and for all. So now if you're both ready, please reveal the final countdown conundrum. Yes, 29 seconds, he says.
Costume, yeah?
Let's have a look. Was there ever a round like that? Was ever a final like that? Look, yes, 98 points to 90. Need I say it? I won't say. Well, I better say it for the record. The champion of Countdown and the final session of 1991 is our number 1 seed, Chris Waddington. Goodness me, the whole nation thought you'd lost, didn't they? They thought, oh, poor old Chris, he's just going to lose by 2 points.
Yeah,
In
so did
29
I.
seconds, he's going to go for it. He's going to say anything. And then he said the right thing. A classic end. A classic end. Well, we'll see more of you in a second when Martin and Roz give you the marvellous prize. And whatever I say now, I'm sure will go right over your head. But we'll say some nice things to you later as well, Robert. But for the moment, let me just give you this cheque for £250 as a terrific contestant. And, well, someone's going to be a runner-up, and I'm afraid in this case it's you. But what a great game we've had. Robert Shooton, thanks very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, quite a final, eh, Martin?
Absolutely terrific. Congratulations to you both. And if Roz and I could add our own little sort of consolation prize to Robert and a little congratulatory prize to Chris, we'd like to give you our own recording, Classic Love Story, our own album, Classic Love Stories, read by Martin Jarvis and Rosalind Ayres, available from CSA Teltapes. And we hope you enjoy listening to them on your long journey back up to Leeds next time you're on the Champion of Champions. So congratulations and well done from us both. We'll give you these at the presentation in a moment.
Yes, okay, well done. Good to have you two here, and there will be the presentation in just a second of the Marvellous Dictionaries. Can I just say that that is, of course, all for this series, but we're delighted to say that we shall be starting that historic year of 1992. We shall be starting that off in fine style because Countdown will be back for its next series. So until then, We will not quite say goodbye yet. We'll say goodbye in a minute. But let's have now the presentation to our champion of the final series of 1991.
Chris Waddington, many, many congratulations from all of us and this marvellous audience here, because you are the new Countdown champion.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. And also commiserations and extremely well done to you, Robert Tewton. And what does it actually feel like to be the new champion, Chris?
You put me on the spot now, right? Just numb, I think.
9-letter words? Frigates? Absolutely brilliant. And I want to ask Rosalind Ayres now to formally award you with this great prize and also the little extra prize of the audio tapes.
Well, this is the most wonderful prize, this amazing dictionary, classic edition. And to go with it, a little classic love stories for your journey home, and Robert also. Many congratulations. What is the secret of your success, Chris?
Well, I have a trainer at work called Betty Franklin, and she's been pulling letters and numbers out of a hat and making up conundrums for the last few weeks. In our lunchtime, not in work time.
Great, great.
Without her help, I wouldn't be here. So.
Oh, well done, Betty.
Oh, that is marvellous. He owes it all to Betty, and we owe it all to Richard Whiteley.
Well, here's me a drink or two. Well done. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. That's, as we say, all for this series. But we will be back for our next series on the 30th of December, 1991. So we'll see you then for the next series of Countdown. Till then, goodbye.